Today we celebrate and honor the life and legacy of Congressman John Lewis. Congressman Lewis was an inspiration to so many people, including myself growing up. A man whose integrity and values guided every step he took in the pursuit of justice.
During a county council virtual meeting on Tuesday, Councilmember Jawando paid tribute to the late John Lewis. Jawando had a chance to meet the civil rights icon. What are your personal memories of him?
Well, he's one of those rare people who is what you see. He's a kind man. He takes time with people, but he's also was a voracious advocate for justice, and could speak with passion and power and conviction. That perfect balance of caring about people deeply and spending time with them, but also so caring about them so deeply that he dedicated his entire life, his well-being, his safety, to his liberty, being arrested, dozens of times, to fighting for people's rights and for equality, and particularly for obviously African Americans, but for all people. And that's who he was in private. He also was a great dancer, and he loved to make jokes. And I was just honored to get to know him during my time on Capitol Hill. And then when I ran for elective office, he's supported me every time. And made statements, and I'm just fortunate to be one of the many people who has been mentored and had an opportunity to be in his presence. He's just a great man. It's a great loss, but he's given so much and left a legacy that certainly I am attempting to follow, of making good trouble, but so many others. He was the conscience of the Congress, and so many others that come after him will look at his legacy and what he accomplished and what he sacrificed. And hopefully we can, as I said in my statement yesterday, be worthy of that sacrifice and live up to what he fought for.
Thank you. And you mentioned what he fought for. So, he's definitely a leader in the civil rights movement. Can you maybe elaborate a little bit more about how he shaped the world that we know today, how you personally feel about that?
Sure. Yeah. Well, starting as a young man with SNCC, and I talked about that this morning in my tribute, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Commission. He was one of the original freedom riders that went down to desegregate those bus lines. Obviously, he was the youngest speaker at the 1963 March on Washington, number 6 on the list, the last living speaker that we had. So that's an end of an era, and worked closely with Martin Luther King and so many others.